no. Alright guys, so I'm coming to you with a crusty Chaz video. Now, I decided to make this low-key a series because I don't be feeling like getting on here all glammed up, guys. I'm just mad lazy, so it's a crusty Chaz video. Now, I'm going to be giving you the 5 dangers of wearing a high poof bunny tail, okay? Yeah, they cute, I know, but they are super duper dangerous for fine stranded people, okay? And your girl is fine stranded. Now, I just did a video on what protective styles you should be wearing if you are fine stranded, medium stranded low-key, and thick stranded. So if you want to see that video and you want to see other protective styles to wear, I will go ahead and link that in the description box and with the little pop-up eye thingy. But without further ado, let's get into this crusty video. Now, the number one danger of wearing a high poof when you are fine stranded is the simple fact that it will break your edges off or it will break your hairline off. Now, your edges are actually the baby hairs. They are the small baby hairs that you have had all of your flipping life. Your hairline is what is behind the wispy baby hairs. And if you do not have any wispy baby hairs, all you got is hairline. So either you're gonna break the edges off, or you're gonna break the hairline off, or you're just gonna break off everything, okay? But the reason for it is when there's a lot of tension and a lot of hair being pulled and shoved into a high poof, your edges actually will do a real low-key grimy thing to you. They will start to recede. I don't know if it's the blood. I don't know if they're just stressed. I don't know if they're like, she's doing too much. Does she know that we don't work in a high poof? I don't know if they're on strike. I don't know what it is, but your edges will start to recede, which basically means the more and more you wear a high poof, the more and more you'll start to notice that you don't have a lot of wispies. You know, you don't have as many wispies as you used to, okay? That's when you kind of know it's receding. Not in an old man way, but just on that low-key way. Now, when it comes to your hairline, how you know your hairline is snapping off is you'll see. Like for me, it's not my edges, it's my hairline. See that? Yeah. That's all me. Well, actually, I ripped a zipper across my hair. I think I've shown you. If I have the footage, I'll link it. I'll put it in the video. But I tend to do a lot of dumb stuff, like have a shirt with the zipper on and then have a high poof in and go to take the shirt off and the zipper will run its way across my hair, ripping out my hairline. I do a lot of unnecessary things, but that is typically what will happen. You will start to receive a lot of breakage just around the perimeter of your hair, because when you're fine stranded, the strands are super fine. So your hairline strands, they are the farthest away from the poof, okay? Therefore, they're the most likely to break because not only are they the weakest, but there's not even enough enough leverage, okay? You know what I mean by leverage, right? There's not enough strength, there's not enough leverage for them to be this far away and to be this weak and to not break off. Number 2, this is pretty much like a little tiny segue from number 1, the rubber band. Whatever rubber band you're using, if you're, you guys always correct me, ponytail holder. Whatever ponytail holder, shoelace, whatever that you are using, please make sure that it is of some silky cloth variety, because basically that breakage, like I said, your edges, your hairline has no leverage being that weak and being that far away from the, you know, the main unit of the poof, okay? So whatever material you have tightly secured around while you're moving and taking naps and stuff, it's just causing friction, you know, it's just causing friction and sawing its way through your first hair strands, which would of course be your hairline hair strands, because they're going to be the hair strands on the outer portion of your ponytail, okay, or your bunny tail. So please be mindful of that fact and pick, if you could find like a silky shoelace or something like that, pick something of that nature, and don't tie it super tight. Like I'm massively known for tying my high poofs too tight. Okay, now I know you're probably thinking, girl, we see all this you got going on, and then you gonna make a video telling us not to do it. Like, what you got going on? Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, natural hair is not that big of a deal where you have to sit here and you have to stick to certain rules and you have to do certain things. Now, I want you to be aware of why your hair is doing certain things. There is not one piece of breakage on my hair that I don't know why it's like that. Like, I'm not out here buying product after product and biotin and hair vitamin and hair supplement after hair supplement trying to figure out what the flip is going on with my hair, because I know what's going on with my hair. I know if I didn't do X, Y, and Z, I wouldn't have that breakage, and I want you to have that knowledge as well, okay? Which actually, just because we already at this point, I'm just go ahead and drop it real quick. I do have a new website up. It is www, 3 W's, unless I said 4, it's 3, Chazzzisawesome.com. Now, I opened up an Afro healing shop. I have free PDFs on there. I have ebooks on there. I have services where you can basically have a sit-down consultation with me where I can get on FaceTime, I can see your breakage, and I can analyze your hair for you and build you a wash day routine. I'll send you a care package of all the important tools that you need. As far as the PDFs, they're like master list of shampoos and conditioners that have the most slip for type 4 natural hair. So definitely go to Chazzzisawesome.com and check out all of that stuff. And I want to give a shout out to Janae and Markia. I don't want to shout out your whole government names because I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I really want to thank you so much for purchasing the master list and supporting this channel. I really want to thank you so much. But let's go ahead and get back to the scheduled programming. Now, number 3, I really want you to keep in mind that this is actually this is one of the danger protective styles. Now, follow me when I say this. A lot of you guys feel like the most dangerous protective style are wigs, because not only are they mentally damaging, and not only are they damaging to the community's, overall look when it comes to Black women and how we carry ourselves. You guys believe they are damaging to your edges, to your hairline, and to the overall health of your hair. But I want you to keep in mind, the same damages that wigs produce are the same damages that high poofs produce. Because I get a lot of you guys who are always yelling and harping that a wig isn't a protective style because it ain't protecting nothing. But what you really mean to say is the person who's wearing the wig is not keeping up with their protective style. So it's not protecting anything, which is the same concept of if you are wearing a high poof and you are not knowledgeable on your high poof and it's causing damage and it's not protecting anything. Follow me. Wigs tend to either withdraw your edges without your consent, break your hair off, etc. High poofs tend to withdraw your edges without your consent and break your hairline off, etc. Now, what happens when you leave a wig in for too long? It gets shaggy, it gets dusty, it gets real breaky and loose, and you're probably matting up your hair underneath with whatever real protective style you have underneath the wig. It's a whole poof fest. Same thing with your high poof. I've left this high poof in maybe for way too long, I don't want to admit. And it looks rough. It's not protecting anything. Like all this right here. Come on now. I'm always going to be here for the people who are actually trying. Now, I really want you to be mindful, like I'm saying. Do protective styles with the purpose of protecting your hair. This high poof is not a protective style in my head right now. This is just something I did because I didn't feel like doing my hair. It ain't protecting a daggone thing, all right? So any protective style can be harmful. Any protective style can be beneficial. It is up to you whether you make it so. So don't poop on wigs. If you're somebody who is on top of your protective styles, on top of your moisturization, then if you want to color your hair, by all means, color a wig, girl. Color a kinky wig. You ain't got to have a straight wig. Get a straight wig. Don't straighten your hair, because you are the kind of person that knows what a protective style is and knows what it takes to actually protect your own hair in a protective style. Now, would I suggest wigs to people who do not know how to do protective styles, who do not understand the concept of protective styles, who do not even like their own hair? No, I wouldn't. I would suggest to them to leave their hair out and fall in love with their hair. That's what I would suggest, okay? It's really dependent on the person. If you're gonna be a lazy natural, you might want to steer clear of high poofs because yes, they do cause breakage, even for thicker haired people, okay? Anything can cause damage. Now, there are some people who are more likely to receive damage just, you know, at the snap of a finger, which is why I do videos like this for those kinds of people, but anything can be harmful. So for the thicker haired people, if you're going to be lazy, that's when you're going to start to reach the breakage land, okay? Not the promised land, the breakage land. If you leave your high poofs in for too long, don't think you ain't immune, okay? Breakage comes to everybody. Now, number 4, segueing from everything that I just said in number 3. High poofs, I cannot say it enough. They cause a lot of damage. They should be used sparingly, okay? I know I said I was going to talk about the damage, but to be honest with you, the poof is the damage. Like it is the damage, okay? So we're just gonna say that. Use it sparingly. Number 5, sleeping with your high poof in, okay? Even if you use a head scarf, finer stranded people, you're still going to receive some breakage. And the reason I say that is because, remember I told you about the rubber band sawing against your hair strands? Yeah. Fine hair strands are very, very poppable, okay? So if you're using a super, come on, what's the name? What's the name I'm looking for? Pause the video, comment it down below. Shoestring. There we go. Bet you I beat you. Bet you I did. Shoestring. If you're using a super industrial shoestring that has like all different kinds of intricate designs and all that crap, and you're just trying to use it real quick to wrap your high poof, guarantee you it's gonna be the worst decision of your life, okay? Then you're gonna go to sleep in it. You're gonna go to sleep in it. You just are Billy Badass over here, okay? It's gonna saw all your perimeter off, okay? Don't do it. Now, for me, what I would recommend, if you are somebody who has listened to this whole list and you're like, YOLO, I'm still gonna wear my high poofs, definitely do it. Because you see, I do it savages for life. But if you're somebody like me, who's just gonna do what you want to do anyways, let me hook you up with how to do it. You want to sleep in a high poof? Unhook the rubber band, player. Unhook the shoestring, player. Get you your silk scarf. I have a different variety of silk scarves, and I'll probably do a video showing you my different variety. I have a rectangular, long rectangular scarves that I use specifically for my edges or just for this portion of my hair. It's literally the scarf I use for high poofs, okay? So what I do is I leave the rubber band in, I wrap the scarf around this part of my high poof. Then once the scarf is secure, then I go ahead and undo the rubber band and go to sleep. Now, you look funny, but if you ain't got no man or if you ain't got no woman, thought I'd throw that in there too. I'm progressive. Or if you don't have no silk pillowcases, then this is the next best thing. It's the safest and next best thing. Because to be honest with you, the breakage that I have received has been from zippers, from just other dumb things. Like, it's really zippers, to be honest with you. I sleep in my high poof like every once in a while, but it's the zippers. Like, I need to throw away my shirts with zippers because I'm somebody who I'm the kind of girl that really likes cleavage. So when I get a good zipper that I can zip that down and, you know, show off the girls, I'm really excited. So I need to get rid of shirts like that, and I need to like be more mindful of how I take my jacket off, because sometimes, like, I don't know, I just be on some weird stuff with zippers, and it just, once the zipper goes over my head, it rips off everything. So yeah, that's really my main problem. But for you guys whose main problem is sleeping in your high poof, please, girl, please, definitely take the rubber band out. Since your hair is already wrapped really, not really tight, but since it's already secure, you really don't have to worry about your poof, you know, retracting in or shrinking back in. Because either way it goes, even if you were to sleep with the rubber band in, your poof is still going to retract back in anyways. So you might as well save yourself some breakage and just wrap it and take the band out anyways. Okay, I probably said anyways like 85 times. But yeah, so I gave you damages, I gave you solutions, I gave you a pep talk with confidence. I tried to give you everything so you can navigate through the high poof world with as much knowledge on high poofs as possible. Because on that last video where I actually talked about what protective styles work for each and every hair strand, you guys were really concerned about your high poofs. I wear high poofs all the time. Like, do what you want to do. Just be knowledgeable, because a lot of you guys are just not knowledgeable. And when you're not knowledgeable, I say don't touch it until you get the knowledge, and then go from there so you can be fully informed. Because for your girl, I hate when I've just been living life like a rock star and then I finally receive the information and the knowledge that I needed, and I'm like, dang, if I would have had this 3 years ago, I would have really truly been living like a rock star. Because right now I'm over here frauding it up, you know what I mean? Because you didn't know. Knowledge is power, y'all. So that's all I'm trying to give to you. I'm not telling you not to do something. I'm not telling you to do something. I just want you to have the knowledge so you can determine for your specific hair what you need to do. Okay, that's all this is. And since we're at the end of this video, please don't click off. Don't click off. I really have something important to say. One of my YouTube friends, her name is West Indie Ray. You guys have heard about her on this channel in previous videos. Like, I don't have YouTube friends but her. Like, I don't know why. Like, I even, you know, I live in Georgia, so there's some female YouTubers in Georgia. I don't know. Maybe I just don't make friends. I don't know, you know. Probably everybody thinks I'm crazy because of Bear. I don't know, but West Indie Ray, she's always been there for me. And so I wanted to tell you guys to definitely run over to her channel, because not only does she give you great natural hair advice, yes, she has type 3 hair, but she's on the knowledge wave as well. So not only do you watch her do her hair, but she teaches you really in depth about hair. But the new wave that she's actually been on is manifestation, good vibes, spiritual healing, and her mother actually is sick. And so I really wanted to get on here and tell her how I'm rooting for her and her family, how I'm over here praying for her, sending good vibes, everything of the such. And I want you guys to send good vibes to her as well. Go over to her channel, subscribe, listen to her story. I'll link the video where she talks about her mother. And I'm not even going to say anything, you know, on her mother or anything. Her mother's like beautiful though. Like, her and her mother are just flipping gorgeous. But I'm going to leave the video so you can watch the video and hear it from her mouth, what's going on with her story. Okay, beautiful chick, beautiful lady, beautiful mother, beautiful story. And I'm literally saying that because, crazy enough, West Indie Ray, if you're watching this video, my mother's in the hospital as well. She's been in the hospital for maybe about like 4 weeks now. She had a massive stroke in her brain, and this is not her first stroke. Ooh, don't cry. It's not her first stroke. She's not, for those of you in the comment section who have had somebody go through this, she's not really, you know, I don't want to say she's not really responsive, but you know the process. Like, she can't talk. I don't think she can see, because sometimes I'm like, hey mom, you know, I'm right here, and she's just kind of looking past me or whatever. So my mom's going through it as well. Not on West Indie Ray's mother's level, but you know, I really felt for you, because when something's going on with your mom, it really kind of just busts your spirits. Okay, so if you guys go over there, give her some best wishes, because I know when I get best wishes for my mom, it makes me, it doesn't make me smile, but it lets me know that you know, there's a possibility for things to be okay, that, you know, people are there for you, people are rooting for you. Because child, my mother, I am not taking this so well. But anyways, I'm gonna just go ahead and end this video at this point. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.